everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Bears going up against the Falcons. With that, let's get you out to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. From the home of the Falcons since 1992, there's a look inside the Georgia Dome, just on the outskirts of downtown Atlanta. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. They come out here in the eye.
Let's go!
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed of the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
He's going to air one out. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
Ryan now off the bootleg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
One receiver right, that's Jeffrey. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's Coleman on the toss. Cuts it up, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season, and the Falcons have taken the early lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with two hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Begin the drive with Howard. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And we get a peek at the offense and a peek at Alshon Jeffrey.
An absolute matchup nightmare for any defensive back. Size, speed, terrific hands.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Back to throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
He'll look to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Three yards left to grab here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
They'll come out in the pistol. They will run again with Coleman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
They come up in an offset eye. Trying to shake off the intercept under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. One receiver right, that's Jeffrey. Now back to throw. It's brought in by Kevin White. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Desmond Trufant has made a great reputation in a short amount of time in the NFL. A lockdown corner that most teams don't attempt to try.
Let's go. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Kyle Fuller is one of those new breed complete defensive backs. Eager to tackle, but a better cover man.
Let's go. 1, 9. Check that. 1, 9, 2. Right here.
On the direct snap, Freeman. Here's Coleman. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Let's go. 1, 9, 2.
Out of the Wildcat, this is Freeman. Coleman.
Whoosh.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him?
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. it is now 21-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Ten yards to go on third. One receiver right, that's Jeffrey. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
And again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Coleman now. And an alley to run. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Finding time. He's going to rifle up. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They come out here in the eye. They'll toss it to Coleman. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
This is Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And he cuts it out left sideline. Room ahead. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
3 down. All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Strong left. All right, now look at 56. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, gun.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. He hits light, complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down now after the pass completion.
Tight right. No. Check. Patriot. 319. 319. Gun.
They'll look to throw again. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's third down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now Will Lutz, who went to college a stone's throw from here at Georgia State, comes on for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from 48. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
To throw is Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one, tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
Single receiver. Hey, Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jalen Collins. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down. Hey, check.
The give to the fullback on the dive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kevin Coleman scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Falcons add on. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off. And that way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket. But that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Patriot! All right, here we go. Detroit! Check 50. Leopard! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Gun! Blue 90!
Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Watch it now, Barney! Back down, Philly, here we go!
Out of the gun now on third down. Buying time to his left. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Not only was that a 3 and out, it was their third straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken around the 12. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Touchdown, Falcons! And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And Parker, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called me.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word. I just kept using it.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there at 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Ryan. Flushed out right. He's going to go up top for the end. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
We got four. We got four.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here we go.
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Pull down. Pull down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Nice, sweetheart.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Taken in at the 22. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They begin the drive with Coleman. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run. Back now here on EA Sports. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Ryan. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to a Chicago first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Glennon is going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we go.
Now Glennon steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Second down following the run. Now Ryan on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll be first down Atlanta.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They come out here in the eye. Throwing again. Ryan. Dancing to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third down and 5.
Hey, watch the left.
Again, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Their dangerous wide receiver with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons add on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Room here to run. And a cut to the left sideline. Time for a break. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hey, we got three.
It's Coleman here. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Double tight, double tight.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
3-19. 45. 3-19. 45. Let's go, let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.